1,500 transactions. Never had a seller cancel a contract.
I'll jump in this little chat and just tell you about my experience. So it was 22 years before I actually had a seller cancel a contract. And it happened like 2 days prior to closing. He called me up. He said, I'm having heart problems. This is giving me so much anxiety selling the home. I think he was emotionally tied to the home. Him and his wife had owned it and she's no longer with him. So it was a very stressful time for him. And I said, okay, well, you know that if you walk away that you could be sued. He's like, yes, I understand that, but I'm not moving. I am staying here. And I was like, all right, now I know that this is going to be an absolute fight to the death for him to stay in the house. I need to do everything I can to make sure that he can get out of this unscathed or scathed as little as possible and try and keep him out of a lawsuit, because if moving was hard on his heart, a lawsuit was definitely going to be hard on his heart. So what we did was we went back to the buyer's agent and we negotiated the best terms for my seller to allow them to walk. Now, they had to get a rental property, a storage unit. They had already bought appliances. And to get out of it, the seller had to write a big check. And it sounds like he would be upset with me, be upset with the process. But at the end of the day, he was a very, very understanding individual. And he knew that this was pretty much on him, that he decided last minute he didn't want to move. So he wrote the check and thanked me for all my help. Good review. Didn't move. It's also another example of a real estate agent working for hours upon hours for not getting paid a single penny. But at the end of the day, I really didn't care. I wanted to make sure that my guy was happy. I wanted to make sure that it was the right decision for him. And I needed to make sure it happened for him, because it's not about us. It's about buyers and sellers and making sure they get what they need, making sure that they're happy and doing a good job for them. So that's what we did. He got out of it. 1 in 22 years. Pretty good record there, but it does happen occasionally and it's not much fun.